Bob, have you seen something marked AF-709? I've got to find it. It's urgent.
AF-709?
Yes. It's a project I've been working on. It got out of my lab. Have you seen it?
No, I haven't, Carl.
Well, if you do see it, call me.
What does it look like? Carl? Who is it? Carl? I'm afraid you may have made a mistake. You probably want the doctor down the hall. Or did you overshoot the showers? Much as I hate to, I have to leave right away for a consultation. But if you could go and come back later, perhaps I could see you then. Miss 709. Excuse me. Dr. Carl Miller was just in my office. He said something about trying to find the project you're on, I believe, AF-709. Well, that's all. He was in my office, and then he went out. He seemed very distraught. Perhaps you should go and try to find him.
What a crazy way to send out your laundry. Cheers, Bob.
I'm sure I don't know, Peter.
Oh, come on. Don't try to tell me she's a recruit for the first woman astronaut. They don't send things like that into outer space. There's too big a need for them right here.
Could you ring Dr. Miller's office for me, please? Thanks. Dr. McDonald. Yes. Peter, will you... What? I see. All right. If he checks with you, would you say... Oh, better still, say that Miss 709 just wandered into my office. Yeah, I think you'll understand. Fine, thank you. All right.
Wait! Where is it? Where is it?
Where's what?
AF-709. You left a message. It was in your office.
Yes, It was in my office.
Yes, it. Project AF-709.
No, Carl, there was a girl in my office. A very beautiful girl, as a matter of fact, with a sheet. With AF-709.
Just tell me, where is 709 now?
I don't know. She was in my office, and I told her that you had been there, but you went out.
Out? Oh, no, you didn't mention out.
What?
It's probably left the building.
Well, what's the difference?
Bob, I could be in trouble. Our company could be in trouble. Our whole space program could be in trouble.
Boy, if that girl went out in that sheet, she could be in trouble, too.
This is serious. This is top secret information, and I need your help desperately.
Oh, now, Carl, break it up. Look, you're getting too melodramatic. Come on, tell me
what you saw in that sheet is not a girl. It's a robot.
A robot?
A pile of electronic equipment.
A pile of electronic equipment. Carl, I've seen many a pile of electronic equipment, but none of them were ever stacked up like hers. Come on. Let me in on the top secret gag. What is it?
All right. It is a technically advanced robot that can duplicate almost any function of a human being. It is destined for a highly complex experiment in outer space.
Now, that I can believe. Boy, she's already out of this world.
This is serious. I need your help. Please believe me.
You're not joking, are you?
Joking?
All right. Okay, if it means this much to you, I'll help you. What do I do?
Thank you, Bob. Thank you. Now, look, you cover the west end of the plant, and I will take the east end of the plant, all of it.
Yeah.
Now, if you find it, take it to... No. Take it to your apartment, and call me.
Take that girl to my apartment?
It'll do anything you tell it to do. I just can't walk it back through security, Bob. It'll be discovered. And above all, avoid suspicion.
Avoid suspicion? tell you this gag had stopped traffic? Boy, we really fooled him this time. Boy, wait till we try this gag down on Hollywood Boulevard. Now, give me that pose that we had...
Why don't you steal from somebody your own size? And as for you, young lady, if you had any sense, you'd slap his face, too, and go get some clothes on. Come on, Melvin.
Miss, 709. Before I go back to my ex-friend, Dr. Carl Miller, and punch him right in his fat mouth, just tell me one thing. What is this stupid gag about your being a robot?
I am a robot.
Oh,
I consist of low-modulus polyethylene plastic and electronic components. I'm sub-project AF709, which is to be integrated into Project Orion.
Very absorbing.
I compute.
Well, I know one thing. You and Dr. Carl Miller are computing something right now, and suddenly I just can't wait to find out what it is. You know what you're going to do? You're coming up to my apartment with me, that's what you're going to do. You understand?
I understand.
Oh, easy like that.
Oh, easy like that.
For some odd reason, our mad scientist is taking quite a spell to get here. Sure you won't have that drink?
I don't drink.
Smoke?
I don't smoke.
Something to eat?
I don't eat.
You know, it might be easier if you just tell me what you do.
I compute.
Listen, what is this idiocy that you and Carl Miller are cooking up? Now, I'm going to find out sooner or later. You might as well level with me now.
I'm always level due to the automatic gyroscopic controls built into my circuit system.
You're just saying that to excite me.
That doesn't compute.
Honey, I got to hand it to you. You've got all the technical gobbledygook down, Pat. Sit down. Go ahead, continue. Your circuit systems are very interesting.
There are many innovations in my design details.
I can see that.
My construction is similar to one-piece die casting, but I was hand-molded.
Yeah, it's sensational work if you can get it. Look, how long do you intend to be around the space lab?
I haven't been given the blast-off date yet.
Well, bully for you. Look, why don't you call off this nut house masquerade that you're carrying on and blast off with me tonight? We could have...
Wow.
Oh, fine, now he gets me.
Sorry I was so long. I had to stop and pick up a few things.
Carl Miller.
Shut the door. Lock it. Well, I'll have to take you back to the lab in these.
You'll have to what?
Well, I just can't walk it through security. I'll have to dismantle it. Hold this.
Carl, you mean you're going to take her apart?
That's right.
Oh, boy, this I got to see. It'll be fun to help you pack, too.
Once and for all, believe me, as a scientist of repute, with a knowledge of electronics, I tell you, this is a robot.
Yes, and once and for all, as a bachelor of repute with a knowledge of the opposite sex, let me tell you that I have never seen one that was so opposite.
Look, I'll prove it to you. Stand up. Now, you see that little beauty mark?
Yes, I see it.
Watch.
What's she doing now?
I pressed its off button.
It's off button? What kind of an idiot?
Look, you see those other three beauty marks on the other side? That little round one reactivates her motion. Go ahead, push it.
That's the most amazing...
Try another button. Go ahead, try another one.
What's that?
The phone.
She's got a... Hello? General Pinner. No, there's... Oh, yes. Hello, General Pinner. Yes.
Thanks. Hello, General.
for staring, Miss 709. But you're a fabulous electronic creation.
And structurally, I'm very well built.
Yeah, I'll go along with that, too. Excuse me, but this material that you're made...
My cosmetic covering is low modulus polyethylene plastic. It gets its warmth from the infrared rays in the atmosphere, which are picked up by my microscopic sensors. It has the same chemical properties as human skin. 98.6.
Yes. Nice and warm. Carl, I just don't know what to say. It's beyond conception.
Yes, isn't it?
It's simply overwhelming.
Lie down.
Carl, you mean robots get headaches?
No, but I'm sure it could be programmed to get one. What I'm trying to show you, Bob, is that when the light source is closed off completely, the robot enters into a somnolent state, very similar to human sleep.
No.
Of course, the computers and recorders are still activated, mind you, but they are not responsive to command. You might say it's like a car with the motor idling, but the gears are not meshing.
You mean her clutch is sort of disengaged?
That's about it. Of course, it will do anything anybody tells it.
Yeah, and hard, too.
Oh, and it actually duplicates thought processes through its computer system, but with no emotion to get in the way. So you really shouldn't have any trouble with it, Bob.
Carl, what do you mean I shouldn't have any trouble with it?
Bob, General Pinter has just ordered me to the airport immediately. They've got a plane standing by for me right now.
No, wait a minute. You mean you think you're going to go off and leave me alone here in this apartment with her, or it?
Well, it's only a robot. It shouldn't be any bother.
No! She may not bother you, but she bothers me. Robot or no robot. Listen
Bob,
to me.
there is no time for me to do anything else with
Wait
it.
a
Now,
minute.
please, for the sake of the project and for my sake.
Oh, but what about my sake? You take her with you.
It'll only be for a couple of days, and above all, avoid suspicion.
Avoid suspicion?
No, you must know.
You don't know the manager. Listen to me.
Carl, lock this door.
Carl! Oh, hi, sis. Hi.
Well, what was the big emergency that you couldn't tell me about over the phone?
Sis, I've got to ask you for a little favor.
What else is old?
No, this is a very special favor. I want you to move in with me for a couple of days.
Move in with you?
No, it's a very
When
important...
a bachelor asks a sister to move in, there's definitely a hair curler in the ointment.
Yeah, there is. It is, in a sense, a woman problem.
Again.
Sis, I need a chaperone.
Chaperone?
Yeah.
You?
Now, I know that sounds strange.
Yes, it does sound a little strange.
Look.
Now, there's a switch. What am I supposed to do? Meet them at the door and fight them off with a whip and a chair?
Hello.
Well, now, there's something really new in slipcovers.
Well, sis, this is it.
What was it, French or domestic
Oh, for
champagne?
heaven's sake, you're jumping to all the wrong conclusions as usual.
Old school, chum?
Yes. No. Look, Carl Miller had to leave town. Well, not because of her. He's only gone for a couple of days. But because he had to go, I have to take care of it. Or her. For him.
For a couple of days.
For a couple of days.
She's a relative of his.
No, yes. Yes, that's right. She is a relative, sort of. She's a nephew. Or niece. Yes, she just got into town today.
Wearing a sheet.
Her baggage was stolen.
Including all the clothes she was wearing.
She was taking a shower at the time.
Ron, do you really expect me to believe that?
Oh, sis, but it would sure help a lot if you did. Oh, for heaven's sake. Look, will you just trust me? For once? Please do me a favor. Move in with me till Carl gets back. Sis, you don't realize how much I need your help right now.
No, but I'm beginning to. Well, all right, darling. I've helped you out before without asking too many questions. I guess you can push your luck with me one more time.
You're an angel. Stand up, please. Miss 709. Stand. Oh, yes, of course. Forgot to reactivate you. There we are. Now, stand up, please. Walk forward, please. Stop. It's absolutely incredible. You are a fabulous arrangement of complicated electronic equipment.
Once you're familiar with my design details and circuit diagrams, my equipment is not difficult to assemble.
Say, you know something? You'd make a sensational do-it-yourself kit.
Doesn't compute.
No, I guess it wouldn't. Oh, yes, by the way, while you're in my care, now, I've got to find out how much information has been fed to your memory bank. I've got to ask a lot of questions, really.
Ask any questions you like. My memory bank has been fed over 50 million items of information which I can compute in less than 1 second. This is a recording.
Thank you. All right, first things first. Now, suppose for some strange reason you stop working. I mean, one of your electronic thingamajigs fails to function.
There are 4 beauty marks on my back.
Oh, yes. Yes, I've had some experience with those.
These are emergency control buttons. The round one, when pushed, reactivates my motion. The square one, my computers. And the triangular one, my sight, hearing, and voice devices. Now, this one over here...
That's your off and on button. Won't you sit down, please? Say, we've got to get you some clothes. That sheet's got to go.
Very well.
Not now. Not now. I didn't mean that literally.
That doesn't compute.
Wait a minute. Listen, you present a fantastic hypothesis. If a robot such as yourself could be given feeling, human emotions, you'd be the perfect woman. One who does as she's told, reacts the way you want her to react, and keeps her mouth shut. No offense, of course.
The word offense doesn't compute.
Excellent. We're off to a good start.
Hi, Bob. I just came by to borrow that book that you were telling me about.
Oh, great. I'll learn to lock it.
Huh?
Pete, just because we happen to live in the same building doesn't mean that you can barge through my door anytime you feel like it.
Well, I'm sorry. I didn't know that you had company. He's barefoot in a bed sheet. I thought you said you didn't know her.
Well, I know her now.
Well, introduce me.
Peter?
Come on. Introduce me.
All right. This is Rhoda. Yes, Rhoda. Funny, same as my aunt, Rhoda.
Hi there.
This is Peter Robinson. He is a physicist of sorts at our lab.
I live right down the hall. My door is never locked. Tell me about yourself.
She happens to be Carl Miller's niece, and she's staying here. In town, here. Mm-hmm. Yes, we'll be working together.
Is it something confidential, or shouldn't I ask any questions?
Ask any questions you like. My memory bank has fed over 50 million items of information which I can compute in less than 1 second. This is a recording.
You've got a great sense of humor there, Rhoda. I haven't seen you around the lab before today. You must be new here, huh?
She's that, all right.
I was assembled 2 weeks ago.
Assembled?
She means she was gotten for the project 2 weeks ago. She's from out of town, you see.
Well, maybe if you're not busy some night, we could go out, you know? What do you do with your evenings?
I rest my transistors and associated components.
Oh, you just rest your transistors?
And my solar batteries.
Oh, these electronics people, that's good. That's technical talk for taking it easy. If you'll forgive us, we have work to do. I'm afraid you'll have to go.
Maybe some night we can go out dancing.
Peter.
Nice meeting you.
Nice meeting you.
I think I love her. Now, there's a girl that's really different.
Yes, and you couldn't count the ways. Goodbye, Peter. Goodbye, Peter. Peter, I just said goodbye.
Oh, that, yeah. Well, goodbye.
Hello. Carl. Carl, where are you?
I'm at the airport, and I have to make this quick. They don't know at the lab that I've assembled 709, so they won't be looking for it. But I'll send you a manual of design details anyway. I'm sure you'll need it.
No, Carl, listen to me.
Well, I'm off to Pakistan, Bob. See you in a few months.
Carl, you can't go to... Carl, don't hang up. Carl, what? No. I've got my head examined. For a few months. Rhoda, did you hear that? What in the world am I going to do with you for a few months?
I'll do what you tell me to.
That's exactly what I'm... Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Given a few months, we could work out that fascinating hypothesis. The perfect woman.
One who does what she's told and keeps her mouth shut.
Wouldn't that be perfect? Now, Rhoda, remember, if anyone asks while Dr. Miller's away, you're in my care as a sort of a patient. I'm helping you get adjusted and to overcome your shyness.
That doesn't compute.
It doesn't really have to. Just store it away somewhere there in your memory bank. Oh, by the way, I said that you were his niece. That would make Dr. Miller your uncle. Yeah, that's okay. That'll keep my sister satisfied while she's here.
What's a niece and an uncle and a sister?
Well, they're relatives. Men and women get married and have children. Those children grow up and have children.
Where do the children come from?
Well, you look from the even. Good night, Rhoda. Gee, that's one I got to work out on my computer.